Today, our Group Flip Ace will present the organizational report for the Financial Management Court, focusing on Thien Long Group Choice Stock Company. Now, we would like to begin the presentation. In this presentation, we have five parts about introduction, financial performance, competitive position, non-financial performance, and conclusion. And this is our member in my group. First, introduction and business overview. Thien Long Group was founded in 1981 and is now the leading stationery company in Vietnam. The company has an extensive distribution network with over 65,000 retail points across on 63 provinces, a rare advantage in the industry. In addition, Thien Long operates a vertically integrated value chain from R&D to production and commerce. This integration allows the company to control quality, optimize cost, and shorten product innovation cycle. Based on its strong manufacturing foundation, Thien Long applies the globalization strategy, which means globalization with local adaptation, allows the company to customize product for each market, leverage domestic production advantage. As a result, Thien Long Group maintains stable quality while remaining competitive internationally. Alongside business operations, Thien Long Group builds a strong brand image in the educational community through long-standing social programs like exam season support and sharing with teachers, while also strengthening ESG commitments via eco-friendly products and international government standards. With landscape and interactive value chain, a localization strategy alongside ESG commitment and education-focused activity. Thien Long Group confines its position as the industry leader and a trusted partner of the community. The stationery industry is highly competitive, facing strong pressure from lower-cost China products. In this context, Thien Long Group's recent financial performance shows an interesting contact between revenue growth and profitability. In the first 9 months of 2025, Thien Long Group's net revenue grew 10.7% year-on-year, reaching 3,000 224.8 billion Việt Nam đồng. Yet, after-tax profit fell by 10.6% to 377.7 billion Việt Nam đồng, primarily due to higher selling expenses and the cost of expanding into international market. Profit margins are further squeezed by intense price competition from regional manufacturers and the shift towards digital learning solutions, creating challenges for Thien Long Group's traditional product lines. Despite these pressures, Thien Long Group continues to follow its long-term strategy focused on international expansion, building a sustainable brand, and maintaining its leading position in the domestic market. To help everyone get a clearly understand of Thien Long Group's operational performance, we will now move to on the section 2 presented by Tuyet Han.
So, I am Thi Tuyet and I will continue the presentation with the financial performance session. First, regarding return on invested capital of TL3. Looking at the chart, we can see that the company operates in a clear cyclical pattern, but still maintains a high and stable level of profitability. ROIC, which allow 15.68% in 2021 due to the impact of COVID-19, which caused Thien Long core market school to be frozen. However, the sharp rebound to 18.58% in 2022 demonstrates a strong V-shaped recovery driven by the return of learning demand and the company's strategy of stockpiling low-cost raw material. In 2023, ROIC slightly decreased to 16.36% because the company ramped up the CapEx, specifically investments in expanding and building the Longtan factory, and the company quickly recovered and reached a peak of 19.68% in 2024, thanks to strengthening the e-commerce channel, focusing on high value-added product groups. And in first three quarters of 2025, Thien Long ROIC is 14.45%, and at this time, the company is entering the new investment cycle, expanding its market to the Southeast Asian country. Moving on to the return on equity ROE, TL3's ROE also fluctuates cyclically but remains above 15%, which meet international standard. Similar to ROIC, this indicator increased from 15.16% in 2021 to its highest level of 20.48% in 2022, thanks to demand recovery. From 2022 to the first three quarters of 2025, ROE saw a downward trend, such as 17.01% in 2023, 19.61% in 2024, and 14.74% in 2025. However, overall, ROE remains slightly higher than ROIC, confirming that the company's financial structure is still optimized. In summary, Thien Long financial efficiency reflects stability and long-term strategic orientation. Although there has been a slight decline in recent years, it shows that TLG is willing to accept short-term risks to lay the foundation for sustainable growth by enhancing production capacity and expanding international distribution channels. However, if revenue growth does not accelerate quickly enough to offset the rising burden of depreciation and the operating costs, the recovery momentum of profitability may face considerable challenge in the upcoming quarters. Moving on to the next part, Hoang Ha will continue.
The next part is part 3 commutative positions, postal force and benchmarking. First, I would like to talk about the Thien Long distribution network. The Thien Long owns the largest distribution system in Vietnam, with more than 65,000 points of sales across all provinces. This wide coverage allowed to the company to reach students, school, bookstore, and office nationwide. With such an intensive network, Thien Long creates a strong entry barrier for new competitors because it would take many years and significant investment for others to build the same level of access. In terms of market share, Thien Long accounts for around 60% of the stationery market in Vietnam. The company maintains its leading position thanks to strong brand recognitions, consistent product quality, and a portfolio that fits the needs of the student and office user. This dominant market share reinforces Thien Long competitive positions and create an advantage over both domestic competitors and low-cost foreign import.
Next, I will move on to the portal's five force. The first four is competitive rivalry, which is rated as high, and the Thiên Long face strong competition from domestic brands such as Hồng Hà and Bánh Nghé, as well as intense pressure for cheap Chinese products that offer attractive design and low price. Since the stationery product have very little differentiations, company mainly compete on price, which increase competitive pressure. Because of this high level is rivalry, so Thailand must constantly innovate and keep its pricing competitive to defend its market share. And the second force is bargaining power of the supplier, which is low. Although Thailand import key material like ink, pen tips, and plastic resin, the company is highly proactive in the technologies. So it design its own mold, produce its own machinery, and operate with a high level of automations. The technological autonomy reduced depends on suppliers. In addition, Stilam large production scale and enable the company to negotiate wood price. Overall, suppliers have related low power over Tilam. In the third force is the bargaining power of the buyer, which is high. The customers, such as a student and office worker, are very price sensitive and have many alternatives available. Chinese products are cheap and widely accessible, making it easy for customers to switch. And in the premium segment, the customer also compares Thailand with international brands like Parker, which increase expectations for quality and design. Because switching cost is almost zero, so Thailand must continuously improve and products and maintain a reasonable price. The fourth is trace of substitute, which is high. Digital tools at Google Doc or Notions have reduced the need of the traditional writing tools in many educational and workplace settings. Tablet and stylus device are becoming more common among younger users. And however, the high cost of digital device means they cannot completely replace the stationaries, especially for the student in the lower income area. Handwriting also remains important for learning. But overall, the digitalization trend is increasing, meaning the Tinglong needs to diversify its product and explore its tech opportunities. And the last four is the threat of the new strain, which is low. Tinglong distributes a network of 65,000 point of sale, create a high barrier to entry. The company also have more than 40 years of brand building, so which it gives a strong consumer trust. With 81% automation, Tinglong maintain low production costs and consistent quality, making it hard for new players to compete at the same scale. And therefore, only a few new competitors can enter the market effectively. Finally, I will talk about benchmarking. Compared to the rest of the industry, Tinglong demonstrates superior operating efficiency with higher ROE and ROIC. This advantage comes from its vertical integration model, where the company designs its own mold, develops its own ink formula, and apply high level of automations. By controlling critical productions process, Tinglong keeps costs stable and ensure the consistent product quality. And their strength have the company perform better than many domestic and foreign competitors. And the next part soon we continue.
And for the next part about their non-financial performance, I will present it. First, I would like to begin with the first component of Thien Long non-financial performance is green transition and ESG. So ESG plays a central role in supporting the company global strategy by strengthening brand legitimacy and meeting global sustainability requirements. So at the product level, the eco style line include 6 eco-friendly items made from rice husks powder, limestone powder, and recycled plastic with up to 65% green materials. And the company also complies with key international standards such as ISO 14001, GRS, and WCA audits. Operationally, Thien Long reduced its environmental footprint through rooftop solar system, cutting around 1,000 tons of carbon dioxide per year, and through energy efficiency plastic injection machine that save 40% electricity, and in governance integrated system like SAP HANA and WMS enhance transparency, and the company published its first sustainability report with zero ethical violations. So overall, ESG initiative position Thien Long more competitively as global buyers increasingly prioritize sustainability. Uh, the second aspect of non-financial performance is human resources. Human capital remains a critical asset for Thien Long, especially during its transition toward automation, green product development, and international market expansion. So in 2024, the company organized about 220 programs totaling nearly 18,000 training hours involving about 3,000 employees, equivalent to 27 hours per employee per year. This demonstrates a strong commitment to continuous learning and capability development, and Thien Long also implemented succession planning for high potential employees and attracted more than about 2,000 internship applicants, highlighting its strong employee branding among young talents. And additionally, the company was recognized among top 100 best places to work in Vietnam, reforming its positive workplace environment and corporate culture. So next is customer satisfaction and community impact. So Thien Long enhances customer experience through experiential models like Clever Box and Pick Toy, allowing families and children to interact directly with products and strengthening emotion engagement. So the company also expanded to omni omni-channel network and achieved a 2.6 times increase in e-commerce revenue in 2024, driven by live stream selling and strong performance across major platforms. So the company in the community, Thien Long continued its long-standing educational programs such as Tiếp sức mùa thi or Chia sẻ cùng thầy cô. In 2024, it contributed over 10 billion Vietnam đồng to social initiative and received several CSR-related awards. So these activities not only reinforce brand reputation, but also create long-term trust and social value for a company closely tied to the educational sector. And for the next last one about the tricky conclusion. So Thien Long's non-financial performance center on three pillars. First, about internationalization. The group is expanding legal entities into the Philippines and broader Southeast Asian markets. So this expansion is supported by strong ESG compliance, which enhance export readiness and strengthens supplier credibility within global supply chains. And second is digitalization. So Thiên Long is accelerating e-commerce, live streaming, and Gen Z engagement, while modernizing its operation through SAP HANA and WMS. This digital initiative enhance end-to-end data visibility, improve distribution, and inventory efficiency. And for the next last one is sustainability initiative include rooftop and solar power, and the publication of the first sustainability report and zero ethical violations, reinforcing transparency and governance standard. So Thiên Long strength stem from the company combination of stable financial performance, strong ESG, and an extensive distribution network, enabling it to maintain its first market position in Vietnam. And to wrap up our presentation, I would like to invite Phuong Thanh to sum up it.
Hello, it's me again. Next, we move to the conclusion. To conclude, Thien Long Group maintained ROIC and ROE above 15% during 2021 to 2024, providing a solid financial foundation for ESG activities, the eco-style product line, and social programs. ESG initiatives such as solar energy investment, workforce training, and community engagement have strengthened the brand and supported sales through a 65,000 POS distribution network. The synergy between business performance and social responsibility creates a sustainable growth cycle, enhancing long-term competitive advantage. Looking ahead, Thien Long's growth potential is supported by its self-sufficient manufacturing model, alignment with green consumption trends and the global supply chain shift. Three long-term strategy pillars: internationalization, digitalization, and sustainable development will continue to reinforce market leadership and long-term growth. In summary, Thien Long Group combines strong finance, deep ESG commitment, and a clean long-term strategy, forming a sustainable competitive advantage for the future. And that is our presentation. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.